This line graph is the premium that MicroStrategy, ticker MSTR, traded to the Bitcoin within its own portfolio. And take a look, a year and change ago, it got up to 3x premium. That is now down to 1x. That means a regime change. That means MicroStrategy has to do different things. We're going to talk about what we think about MicroStrategy stock down here and Bitcoin in general based on this new regime. We've actually done 3 previous videos on MicroStrategy, and what we went through was there was a huge premium to the Bitcoin they owned, and we didn't understand why you would pay that when you could just go buy an ETF like IBIT, which had no premium to the Bitcoin. That turned out to be fairly prescient. We made those videos at $423, $320, $180. The stock now sits at $87, but there is no Bitcoin premium, which changes the regime. Let's take a look at this new MSTR. So now that it's down to 1x Bitcoin, here's what MicroStrategy can do. They can actually sell their Bitcoin pile if it gets below 1x, right? So if the premium to its value of the Bitcoin it's holding go to 0.9, they can sell stock and they can retire debt, that's the preferred right here, and they can buy common back, which would probably make the stock go higher, which will close that gap to NAV, right? They have never had to do this before in the past, but they have said this week for the very first time, they are going to do it. Here is the issue with that, however. Every Bitcoin sale has to go to a buyer. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Bitcoin markets in general as to whether they will be receptive to MicroStrategy's sales. This bar graph's a little tricky because it's in log scale, so let me go through it here. Total Bitcoin market cap is over $1 trillion. And down here, MicroStrategy has authorized about $1 billion in total Bitcoin sales. Obviously a really small part of the market, not super important. However, there are other things going on in the Bitcoin market. MicroStrategy, this is their total holdings, right? But take a look at the 30-day ETF outflows for all ETFs related to Bitcoin, pretty high. And just in June, most of that is coming just in June. Let's take a look at the funds and where it's coming from. So now that MicroStrategy is 1 times its Bitcoin NAV, is it a good time to buy it? Well, obviously it depends. Bitcoin can go up or down, so the value of MicroStrategy should go up and down with it. But for once, you're not paying a premium. However, we do think that it can go below its 1 NAV, and here's why. There are outflows across the board. Take a look at IBIT, the largest institutional player for Bitcoin. Just in June, they had over $300 million in outflows. So did Fidelity, Grayscale, and all the other funds. So in general, outflows to Bitcoin against MicroStrategy having to sell Bitcoin probably puts us in a scenario where the NAV to value of Bitcoin can go below 1. How far below is based on the volatility of Bitcoin, but in general, 1 is probably not a pure stopping point or an easy buy point where they're giving you value the way they would below NAV in a Bitcoin market that was flat or had flat inflows. So although there's no premium to Bitcoin at this level, making it a better time than previous to buy MSTR, we would actually want to see a discount to NAV. If everybody is selling Bitcoin at the same time, we think it can go to a decent sized discount because they will have to sell this Bitcoin along with everyone else, which probably takes everything down at the same time. We'd want value, we'd want a discount, not a 1x. We have a morning note that tracks the stock market, things within the stock market, including crypto markets, and if that's something you want to see, the link is in the comments. We'd love to have you.